Alright everyone, we're back. My pulse returns. My frozen body defrosts in an instant.
いや、私は責めているわけではないぞ。むしろお前のそれは喜ばしい。エイミやシローの生き延びる才能は大したものだ。実際、私もお前が最後まで残るとは思ってもいなかった。だからこそ、最後はこうして兄弟たちに再会させてやったのだ。お前は本当に運がいい。ここは今日限りで閉める予定だったのだが、ギリギリで間に合ったな。今まで10年間、サーバントの餌にするために彼らを生かし続けたが、それも終わりだ。やり始めた時ほどの濃い魂の摘出は望めぬし、もはや餌の必要もない。あとはお前とお前のサーバントを仕留めるだけになったのだからな。
てめえ! With that word, I break all restraints. I move my body, which had been bound. I fling the hands off my shoulders, throw myself forward, and turn to face the priest.
琴峰、お前が
I face him, placing enough distance between us. In that moment, I feel a powerful shock from behind me. It's weird. I can't breathe. A sharp horn is growing out of my chest. The horn looks like the head of a spear. That's strange. How can a spear be growing out of my chest?
ああ、そういえば言っていなかったな。改めて紹介しよう。彼が私のサーバントだ。
I turn to look back. There, a blue spearman is standing, piercing my chest. The lance is pulled out of my chest. At the same time, a sharp pain runs through my head as if to burn my brain. The floor is painted red. I'm lying on the slimy floor. I push on my arms to get up, but my body is too heavy. I can't move. Not because I'm bound, but because I lack the things people need to move. The pain in my chest exceeds the blood loss's power to drive me unconscious. I can't pass out. I've taken fatal wounds several times before. They were all so bad that they even numbed my senses. But this is different. It's a fatal wound, but the pain is too real. My vision spins. As soon as I black out from the pain, I'm awoken by the next pain. I can't feel my limbs. I can't even tell where I am. All I feel are pain, nausea, and the temptation that it would feel so good to just disappear.
殺してはいないだろうな、ランサ。それでは今まで残していた甲斐がない。
I can only hear voices. I have my eyes open, but I can't see anything.
命令は守るさ。たとえそれがいけすかねえものでもな。
You know, Lancer's never had any luck with masters. Lancer's voice shows no emotion, but I can barely hear it now.
よろしい。では支度をするぞ、ランサー。マスターの窮地はサーバントに伝わる。セーバーが到着するまでおよそ半時というところか。
琴峰、このガキそこまでは持たねえよ。死なせたくねえんなら血止めぐらいはしとけ。
不要だ。死ぬのならそれで構わん。
My mind starts to pass out. Pain finally overcomes my brain and allows me to faint. I stop that by digging into my wound. The pain starts again. My fainting mind returns to the burning world again. I want to die. I want to die right now. This pain's going to continue. I know that. But if I faint here, I also know that I'll die. I can't even remember what I'm doing now. feel like I'm floating in this white burning pain. But I grip my teeth and hold on to my disappearing consciousness. I can't let it end here. I can't retire so easily. I still have a promise I haven't kept. If I believe she is more important than anyone, I can't just disappear here. Interlude. When she wakes up, Shirou cannot be found. She thought he might be preparing a late lunch, so she makes her way to the living room, but she can find neither Shirou nor any lunch.
また一人で出歩いて。出かけるのなら声をかけてと言ったのに、どうしてシローは人の話を聞かないのか。
She complains to herself and sits by the porch.
まったく。一人で出歩くのが好きなのはわかりますが、これでは協力している意味がないではありませんか。
She swings her legs, not knowing what to do. She soon loses interest in that and looks up as if pondering. The whole sky is shaded in gray. The canopy of clouds is drifting slowly, and an opening can be seen in the distant sky. It should be a clear sky tonight. Once the stars can be seen, tomorrow can be predicted. She still remembers how to read the stars, something she learned from her magus. She only used it to ask if her way was right, but she thinks about predicting a certain person's future just for tonight. And if possible, a bright future. She wants to predict the dangers ahead and guide him in the proper direction. The one she worries about is so reckless that she cannot sleep unless she does so.
さて、問題はこの町から観測できる星の位置ですが。
Come to think of it, she has never looked up at the sky until this day. All she cared about was winning the Holy Grail War and not reading stars for someone else. She knows it's not like her, but she still tries to read the stars, and she waits for nightfall to come. Honestly, this is a big change in her thinking. She continues to stare at the sky, thinking it's just like the young girls in love she has read about in stories.
ああ、セイバー。シロがどこに行ったか知らない？
リン、
She gets up like a robot.
なんでしょう。私は別にシロの軍門に下ったわけではありませんが。
She says so with a red face.
あれ？もしかしてお邪魔だった？
Rin smiles in an evil manner. She's living under the same roof, but even without that, Emiya, Shirou, and Saber's reactions are easy to read. She's sharp when it comes to others, so she already knows about them. So of course, she's aware of what happened last night.
まあ、からかうのは後にしておいて、冗談抜きでシロを知らない？イリアの熱が上がってるみたいだから、ちょっと手伝ってもらおうと思ったんだけど。
イリアスフィールが彼女の容体は落ち着いたのではないのですか？
それがどうにもね。シロには黙ってたけど、あの子そろそろ限界よ。聖杯戦争っていう儀式が終わらない限り、元には戻らない。あの子のキャパは破格だけど、それでももういっぱいなの。今はまだかろうじて容量が空いているから余分な機能が働いている。けど満ちてしまえば一番不要な人間としての機能を捨てるしかない。イリアスフィールはね、聖杯戦争が進めば進むほど壊れていくように作られているのよ。
Rin speaks annoyingly, but Saber does not understand what she's trying to say.
あ、いいのよ。今のはわからないように言ったんだから。イリアのことは置いておきましょう。それよりランサーのことだけどね。あいつのマスター誰だか分かったんだけど。
ランサーのマスターが判明したのですか？
うん、まあ分かったっていうか、前から分かってたっていうか。実はね、ランサーのマスターは魔術協会から派遣された外来のマスターなのよ。それ自体はとっくに分かってて、ついさっきそいつのねぐらを見つけてきたんだけど。
リン、そのような危険なことは避けるべきです。敵の陣地が分かったのなら私に言ってくれればいい。
私だってそのつもりだったわよ。けどさ、外から様子を探ってたらどうもおかしいのよ。で、留守っぽいなって中に入ってみたら、あったのは血の跡と 霊樹が亡くなった左腕だった。それ以外は何もなかった。体ごと霊樹を奪われ、しかもあの出血量じゃ生存は絶望的でしょうね。
ではランサーはすでにいないのですか。10日前シロを襲った後に他のサーバントに倒されたと。
だったらいいんだけどね。結婚はもっと前のものだった。これどういうことかわかる？
サーバントを倒さず先にマスターを倒した。そうしてマスターから霊樹を奪いランサーと契約したマスターがいるということですか。ですが
残っているマスターは私とシローだけでしょ。けどランサーはまだ残っている。ってことはマスターじゃない魔術師が霊樹を奪ってマスターになってるってことだけど、セイバー、そういうのってできるものなの？
いいえ、霊樹の移植はマスターかサーバント、そのどちらかによるものだけです。いかに優れた魔術師といえど霊樹を奪ったところでマスターにはなれません。
そう。じゃあもう一つ。マスターっていうのはさ、聖杯が消えてなくなっても霊樹が残っていて、かつサーバントさえ残っていればいつまでもマスターなの？
そうですね、リンの言う通りです。霊樹とサーバントさえ残っていれば聖杯戦争が終わったとしてもその魔術師はマスターとしての権利を。
Saber realizes the meaning of Rin's question and then swallows her words.
ではリンはランサーのマスターを殺しランサーと再契約したのはその…
ええ、それ以外ないと思う。そう思うとランサーの行動にも納得がいくのよ。あいつさ、他のサーバントの様子を探るのが役割みたいだったじゃない。戦えば自分の正体を明かしてしまうっていうのに、あいつは自分の正体を隠すでもなく他のサーバントにちょっかい出してた。それってつまりあいつは諜報専門だったってことでしょ？
同感です。私と戦った時も彼は最後まで戦わなかった。宝具を使った以上見せた相手は倒すのが私たちの定石だというのに。
そう。だからランサーのマスターにはもう一人サーバントがいたのよ。ランサーに敵の正体を探らせておいて、その後に正体不明の戦闘性用のサーバントをぶつける。これって必勝法でしょ？まあランサーにしてみればいい迷惑だったろうけど、6人のサーバント全員と戦ってその手口を調べ上げた上で主の元に帰るんだもの。6人全てと引き分けなんてある意味とんでもないやつよね、あいつ。
Rin grows quiet and ponders. Did she follow suit? Saber feels a chill for no reason. Lancer's master has already been killed. An unknown master who uses a heroic spirit of that degree just to collect information. And as the master planned, the only servants remaining are Lancer and Saber. If the enemy is such a person, is it not dangerous to leave Shirou by himself even during daytime? There were several enemies before, but there are no other enemies now. If they only have to defeat Shirou, the enemy might not follow their previous plan.
リン、シローはどこに行ったのか知りませんか？
Once she starts thinking like that, it will not stop. She cannot leave Shirou alone. Even now, Shirou might be in danger.
どうだろう。知らないから聞いたんだけど、もしかしたら綺麗のとこかな。あいつ、この間も綺麗なんかに相談しに行ったんだし。
あの教会に？
何をセイバー、怖い顔して。琴峰教会に含むところでもあるの？
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが。
That church is not a holy place. It is stagnated with debt to the same level as the Ryudo temple. The instant she regrets that Shirou might be there by himself. a vision of some other place pops into her head. She glares into the distance. She looks in one direction towards Kotomina's church on top of the hill. There is no time. Saber leaps out to the yard and jumps onto the wall.
ちょっとセイバー、いきなり何よ。
教会に向かいます。後のことは任せました、リン。
Not even turning her in, she jumps off. She runs like a bullet. She reaches the place without stopping or slowing down. If anybody saw her, it would have just looked like a sudden gust of wind. The wind is clad in silver and blue armor. Saber is armed as soon as she sees the enemy's territory. She didn't intend to arm herself. She had decided to arm herself once she entered the church, but she could not help it. As soon as she saw the church, her mind burned up and made her arm herself. Her chest is burning. The nausea that has been assaulting her is not hers. It is the chill coming from her master, a hopeless scent of death. She does not know what is going on. The only sure thing is that Emil Shirou is on the verge of death, and there is no time. His wound could cause him to die at any second. That pain and the chill going around her body causes sickening nausea. It's less than 1,000th of a pain Emil Shirou is feeling, but she still cannot stop her nausea. Her master's wounded that badly. He will not live. She will not make it even if she rushes with Godspeed. He is dying right now and she might lose her master in front of her eyes. The instant she imagines that, her rationality vanishes. She just has to rush to her master as fast as possible. If Godspeed is not fast enough, she just has to break through the reason of God. Unfortunately, this is God's house and her enemy is God's messenger. Her angry glare stares down the church. She crashes through the door and enters the chapel. She does not see the chairs. She ignores the path, goes through the chapel, through the courtyard, and down the stairs leading underground. All that's left are the demolished walls and floor of the church. Incidentally, she is not that violent. She tried to open the door softly and did not put that much magical energy into her legs when she kicked off the ground. She merely could not control them. She goes down the stairs and reaches the underground temple. The sense of death is near. Actually seeing it, her anger goes over the limit. Anger towards herself and anger toward the enemy who did such a thing.
よう、悪いがそこまでだ、セイバー。
She cannot even hear the voice of Lancer blocking her way. She is straining at her limits, and it seems she cannot loosen up no matter what happens. Her master is down in the darkness, in the back room. In the middle of the room full of live corpses, he is on his stomach. Blood is pouring out of him, and his gasping can be heard even in this temple. He is alive. All the while she is relieved, she shakes from having left him for so long in that state.
シロ、
Saber heads to the back room, but there's a guard in front of it. Holding his lance behind him, the blue spearsman look at Saber with fearless eyes.
よう、悪いがそこまでだ、セイバー。
She does not hear his voice, so she does not stop.
てめえ、いきなり見境なしか。
It is as one would expect from him to block it while he was talking. Lancer blocks Saber's surprise attack but could not defeat its power as he retreats to the wall. But that makes the hindrance go away. There is no time to fight Lancer now. She has to save her master who is on the verge of death.
そんなに坊主が大事か？そりゃ構わねえが、ならなおのこと、俺を放っておくわけにはいかないぜ、セイバー。
Saber stops at the entrance.
それはどういう意味ですか、ランサー。
いや、何な。そいつの胸を串刺しにしたのは俺なんだが、実はこれは2度目でね。以前は確かに殺したってのに生きてやがったもんだからな。今回は念を入れて刺してやったわけだ。
貴様、シローにゲイボルクを使ったのか。
安心しろ。心臓は外してやった。だが呪いはそのままだぞ。セイバー、貴様とてこの槍の呪いは知っていよう。因果を逆転させる原因の槍。こいつの呪いを受けた者は、よっぽどの幸運がない限り、運命を変えられない。
Then it's a good thing he has Saber as his servant, because she has intense luck.
まあ、単純に言ってしまえば、ゲイボルクによってつけられた傷は癒されることはない。 呪いを受けた者は決して回復できず、死に至るまで傷を背負うことになる。この世にこの槍がある限りな。
That changes the air. Saber's eyes finally regain intelligence.
ようやく理解できたか。そこの坊主を助けたいんだろう。ならまず俺との決着をつけなくちゃな。
Lancer's beast-like killing intent comes at Saber. It is true that Lancer is serious, but
正気ですかランサー。この狭い室内で僧兵であるあなたが剣士である私と戦うと、今ならば見逃します。その槍を置いて去りなさい。このような不本意な戦いであなたの首を取る気はない。
それこそ愚行じゃねえのか。一体どこの英霊が自分の相棒を置いてくってんだよ。俺は何も取引をするためにそいつを刺したわけじゃない。俺はな、お前と殺し合いをするためにここにいる。
there is no dishonesty in his words. Lancer does not intend to let either of them leave here alive. For him, this is the first and last battle where he can go full strength. Lancer's wish is not for the Holy Grail. He wishes only for a battle appropriate to heroic spirits. Such a simple wish that should have been easily granted to a normal servant was never granted him until now. Therefore, he has no intention of losing out on what might be his last chance, even if it happens to be an unfavorable situation for him.
いいでしょう。ならばその槍を見事叩き切って捨てるだけだ。
Saber readies her invisible sword and faces the Blue Knight.
よく言った。白状するとな、貴様が最後に残ってくれて嬉しいぜ、セイバー。
Lancer's lance runs like a flash of light. Saber confronts it straight on. The rematch begins with both of them executing powerful blows. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts! All I can hear is my own breathing now. I might have a fever that could burn someone to ashes, as it feels like my brain is already melting and pouring out of my ears. Stop, 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 stop! Something's wrong. It feels like I don't have a brain anymore, but my body still keeps telling me about the pain and my head accepts it. Help, 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 help! My head isn't the only thing that's empty. I don't know where my heart or stomach are either. The nausea is unbearable. There's nothing left to throw up, but the nausea increases without limit. I endured the infinite repetition with gritted teeth. I can stay conscious. It's my pain, so only I have to endure it. There's no problem there. Give it back, give it back, give it back! So the problem is the voices. My head is empty and I can only hear my breathing, but these voices still echo in my head. I don't even need to think whose voices they are. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts! I'm going mad. Every time I hear their voice, I'm stabbed in the chest. It's not scary. I just don't have any way to atone to them. Hey, hey, hey! No matter how much they beg for help and no matter how much I want to help them, I can't help them. I won't ask them to stop calling to me. It's just that no matter how much they call, I can't help them. That's why. I think I'll go crazy if this continues. Return it, return it, return it, return it! No matter how much they ask, I cannot assent. All I can do is end it for them. I can only fix the contradiction of the living dead. I can only make the creator of this hell atone for his sins. I can't take back any sad events or miserable deaths. That's my limit. A superhero only exists to straighten out what has already happened. Who was it that said that? Since I denied those words, I am being cornered right now. To be honest, I want to run away. I have no way to save them. I can only listen to them. I have no miracle to grant them. I don't have enough power to deny his claim that a superhero is only so strong. Then if I had a miracle that could save them, would I use it?
来たか。そら、目を覚ませエミヤシロ。お前のサーバントがやってきたぞ。
I hear a voice. It's coming from right behind me, but I can't hear what it's saying. My vision is blurry. There's nothing in front of me. All I sense are the voices asking for help and the figures that are already dead.
よくやっているが、やはりセーバーにはかなわぬか。どちらにせよ、あと一人分のサーバントは必要なのだ。
I can't hear anything, but this man's voice echoes in my head.
さて、出番だ。もう少し前に行こうか、エミヤシロウ。
My head is lifted. The man grabs my head and pulls me forward. That lets me feel the man behind me. The man has swallowed black corruption. His heart is black and it seems like he's surrounded by an unknown darkness. The black corruption reaches in from the outside world and it's like a chain binding the man. I don't know what it means. Only one thing is clear. This man, Kotomina Kire, was just like me. His body had some kind of fatal wound and he is compensating for it with that unknown something. As I heal using Saber's powers, Kotomina Kire is maintaining his corpse-like body with this black corruption.
そこまでだ、セイバー。斧が主を救いたいのならば、その剣を収めるがいい。
What is going on? My vision is still blurry and I cannot even raise my head.
ランサーも引け。もともと私たちは聖杯を求める同志ではないか。そうむやみに殺し合いなどするものではないぞ。
A gloomy laugh.
それを信じろというのですか。ランサーのマスターを殺し、今また私のマスターを手にかけようとする貴様の言葉を信じろと。
Who is he talking to? I can't hear the voice, but the sounds rings through my fainting mind like a bell.
信じたまえ。私はお前たちと争う気はない。季節してこのような形になってしまったが、お前たちが聖杯を取ろうというのなら邪魔はしない。もとより私の役割は聖杯の持ち主を見極めることだ。ここまで残ったお前たちには十分すぎるほど資格がある。故に望むのならば今ここで聖杯を与えてやってもよいのだが。
ここに聖杯があるというのか、貴様は。
あるとも。聖杯はどこにでもある。聖杯とはもとより形のない器だ。いつどこで何に呼び出すかによって完成度が変わるのだが、呼び出すだけならこの土地にも資格はある。無論サーバントが残り一人にならなければ聖杯は未完成だが、その出来でも大抵の願いは叶えられるだろう。それで満足がいかぬのならば、その時こそ最後の殺し合いを始めればよい。いや、私としては気乗りがしないが、お前たちが望むのならば付き合おう。決着をつけるのはその時でいいのではないかな、ランサー。
よくはね。そんな回りくどいことをする必要はない。白黒つけるなら今すぐできるだろう。
この状況でか。室内ではお前には不利だろうし、セイバーとて主が気になって戦えまい。これではお前にとって満足のいく戦いとは言えないが。
A spitting sound. It seems the man has reluctantly agreed.
いいさ。なら一つ聞かせろ。聖杯ってのは何だ。 あれは残り一人にならなければ現れないものじゃなかったのか。俺たちを呼んだ連中は初めからペテンにかけてたってことか。
いや、事実ではある。聖杯はサーバントが残り一人にならなければ現れない。